friends, and welcome to Drunk Makeup, where I do makeup and get drunk. There's my little light. She is lighting me up like I'm about to get lit, and hopefully I do. But I am going to be doing a makeup look. It's going to be like a glammy look, and I'm going to drink every couple steps. I thought about doing it every single step, but then I thought that would be dangerous and I could die, so I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to be following along with Denislava Makeup, her extra glam makeup tutorial, and hopefully it'll go well. So here I go, first shot. I'm back. That was nothing. Nothing. Easy, easy money. And let's get started with the tutorial. Okay, first she's like priming her makeup and then she's doing some foundation. So I'll start with that. And I thought I'd tell a little story as I went. Hopefully I don't get too distracted. Okay, primer first. Got it. The story I wanted to tell was about one of the worst dates I've ever been on. It was like recently after I moved to Atlanta, and I met this dude on Hinge. That was my first mistake. And when we messaged, he seemed normal, which is how it usually goes. But I'm like, one of the first things is he picked me up. Ooh, let me try this. Look at my fan. So one of the first things on his dating profile, it had said he was like 5'10", maybe is what I remember, and I'm 5'5". So I expect him to be taller than me because that's how like math works. But when he picks me up and we get out of the car to like go on our date, I'm not wearing heels. We're both wearing tennis shoes. We are the same exact height. And I'm like, I love a short king, but the way that you lied about it, I didn't like. So that's like red flag number one. I'm like, okay, clearly you're insecure about your height if you feel like you have to lie about it. I also remember when he was picking me up, so this was an ice cream date, so, you know, nothing too fancy, I thought. And so I was wearing like flare leggings and a little cute sweater because I think it was winter time or fall. And I thought I looked cute, I looked put together, but I wasn't gonna like put on a dress to go get ice cream, like hello. But anyway, I get in the car and he's like, I didn't know we were being casual. And I'm like, first of all, look at you. He was just wearing jeans or something. He was like, oh, like I wish I would have known, blah, blah, blah. I think because I had like a legging type material on, he was like, oh, like that's too lax for date attire. But I don't know, it was such a weird comment and I didn't even know what to say. I was like, we're getting ice cream, like I don't know what you want me to do. He also wouldn't let me pick the music, which is annoying. I feel like if you're ask someone on a date and you're driving them around, you have to let them pick the tunes. That is my thing. Where was I at in the story? Oh yeah, so we get to the ice cream place. He's the same height as me. We get ice cream and we're talking, and we get on the subject of like horror movies, and I'm like, I love horror movies. Like the most recent one I had seen was The Nun 2, but I didn't tell him that. And he was telling me, he was like, oh, there's like this drive-in movie theater nearby, and let's go there and we can see The Nun 2. And I just lied and pretended I hadn't seen it yet, because low-key I wanted to see it again. And I had never been to a drive-in movie theater. So I was like, you know what? That sounds fun. So we left our little ice cream date and we drove to the drive-in. Okay, my foundation is mostly blended. It's time for shot number 2. Here I go. I'm back again. Where was I in this story? And where am I in my makeup? Ooh, it's time to do eyebrows. Oh yeah, okay, now I have my mask of tools. So basically, we get to the drive-in movie, and I'm excited because I've never been to one before. And low-key the date starts to go like that scene from Grease where like Sandy's like, yo, let's watch the movie, stop trying to like make a move. And maybe it's me being naive, but I didn't know like drive-in movie was like code for sex. At least I don't think it's been code for sex since the 50s and the 60s. Can I just enjoy a movie? Like, is that so wrong? So we're watching the movie, and even though I've already seen it, I'm trying to pay attention. You know, I'm the type of person, if I like the movie, then it actually irritates me if you're talking to me. I don't care if we're on a date and we're supposed to be getting to know each other. If you put on my favorite movie, if you put on like Jaws, don't fucking talk to me. Don't talk to me at all. But he kept asking questions, and not just like normal like first date questions, like just getting like super duper personal. Trying to think of like if I can repeat what he said, but he just like asking me like freaky things, like what I liked sexually, and he didn't even ask like about any of my hobbies first, but he was like what's the type of thing do you like in bed, like have you ever done this before? And I'm off put. I'm trying to watch demons on the screen, and there's a demon next to me now, and it's like, I just want to enjoy myself. So I'm like starting to like pick up on it now that I'm like, oh, he's trying to get like freaky in the car, which I don't even know if he had tinted windows, and there was other cars sort of nearby, so it's like I don't know, that's not a romantic setting to me, the drive-in movie to see The Nun 2 specifically. I don't know, I didn't think it was the time or place, and plus I was already like put off about like the height thing and the comment about my outfit. I was just like, now I'm gonna put, because this is what this girl is doing, I don't have concealer, but I'm gonna put foundation, I think this is a bad idea, foundation underneath my eyebrow to get like that arched look. Sorry, I'm going off base with my storytelling, but I remember when I was in high school, I went through, so embarrassing, I went through a period of time where, and maybe it was because it was popular, like it was a trend, but I think I like made the trend worse, but I would box out my eyebrows, like when I was filling them in, I would do like a straight line at the beginning of each one, and like they were like a square, like at the beginning of them, which thank God I don't do that anymore, but I was like, why did my friends tell me shit? Like, that's crazy. But you know what? We all went through our things. This might be the best I can do. But back to the story. Man is trying to get freaky in the car while The Nun 2 is playing. I'm picking up on it and I'm kind of shutting it down. Now that I'm done with that step, you're gonna have to wait for the story, because I'm about to drink again. Here I go. Guys, I'm starting to feel it. Yeah, that last little drink finished a bottle of tequila, so I might have to switch liquors, which sounds kind of gross. I don't think you're supposed to do that. What does that mean? Oh, it's eyeshadow time. Oh, this is gonna go poorly. For the tutorial, she's doing a brown in like the crease, kind of. But anyway, back to my story. This man is being a freak, and eventually, like, I just kind of have to put it sort of plainly, and I'm like, listen, we're not having sex tonight. That's not something that's happening. We're not, like, hooking up. And I don't think he even, like, lived by himself. I think he told me, like, he lived with his parents. That's fine. But also, did you seriously just, like, basically invite yourself to my place to have sex? Luckily, I'm smart, and I'm just like, oh, like, you know, my roommates, like, they probably wouldn't want me to bring someone back. Like, they're really strict. Shout out to Faith and Sydney. They probably wouldn't have cared, but, you know, that was my excuse. They were my excuse. I was like, my two bitch roommates, just kidding, my two roommates, they don't allow guys over. What can I do? So I kind of had shut him down. How is this crease looking? Really bad, low-key. But it's fine. I'm just gonna keep doing it, and eventually it'll look good. That's my philosophy. But eventually this guy like kind of pivots, and he starts talking about himself, because men love to do that. And he was a nurse and part-time model, and he asked me, he was like, so, like, on my Hinge profile, which one of my pictures was best? Like, what? Like, what? Like, are you a 13-year-old girl that I have to be like, you looked really pretty in your pictures, like, I promised, you looked really, like, skinny, you looked really ripped, you looked really, like, good in your picture. No, that was so that, like, alright, I was just done at this point. And I'm like, I don't really remember your profile, because I had, like, swiped, we had this, like, the conversation to go on this date, like, the previous week, but I don't know, I don't memorize people's profile pictures, maybe that's wrong of me. Okay, I think I'm done with this crease business. Darker brown eyeshadow on outer third of lid. I think I know what that means. Uh-oh. Anyway, he proceeds to pull his phone out to show his Hinge profile to me, and he's like, so here's the pictures, and he's scrolling, and he's like, pick one. I was like, literally, what is wrong with men? What is wrong with men? So I was like, I just picked a random one, and I was like, you look kind of good in this. But in my head, I was like, man, I should have been paying attention to the pictures, because he certainly doesn't look 5'10" in this, so that should have tipped me off. Okay, let's pack this on. I feel like I make such a stupid face when I do eye makeup. I feel like I have to hold my lid down, because now I'm a little intoxicated. So my hands are shaking. Oh, that looks bad. My hands are shaky a bit. And I'm not good at putting on eye makeup, like, especially if someone has to do it on me, if they have to do, like, eyeliner on me, I feel bad for them, because I'm, like, twitching. I, like, flinch like a little freak every time someone gets near my eye. And so I'm just, like, apologizing while my eyeball is, like, shaking. Okay, let's match it on the other side. But, yeah, I was so, like, annoyed with him for like just like trying to show off like his hidden profile pictures that I'd already seen. So I pulled up my phone and was like, well, which one is your favorite? I mean, like all of them should have been his favorite because I looked really hot in every single one. He picked, and you know, I go back to trying to watch the movie again, and he's still trying to convince me. He's like, oh, like there's like, you know, like there's no way we could like, you know, hang out for a little bit. And I've gotten pretty good at boundaries as I've gotten older. My prefrontal cortex or whatever is developing, and so it's way easier for me to be like, no, I don't want to, after this, I don't actually want to see you again. Wait, is this starting to look good or am I crazy? I might be saving it. We'll see. She's a little patchy. But okay, next step, blend her out. I sure will. He's still trying to be like sexual and weird, trying to like ask me if I've ever had like a threesome, like how many people I've been with, blah 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 blah. And I wanna save this part. I want to save this part for after my next shot because I don't feel like telling it sober, because it gets so. Pause in the story. Pause. Bro's being freaky. Let me pivot and put foundation and powder underneath what, bro? Oh, under my eye so that it catches all the things. Okay, well let's do that. Let's put a dot here. Dot dot dot. I'll tell you another fun makeup incident. When I was in middle school and I was first learning how to put on makeup, my mom, she wore makeup every day, so I figured it'd be safe to ask her. And I was like, Mom, like, how do you do this? How do you put on blush? Because there's like I felt like all the cool girls in my grade, they were starting to learn how to do makeup, so I wanted to too. And she probably said something like, oh, you apply the blush in circular motions, is what I'm assuming she meant. But my 11-year-old or 12-year-old self was like, oh, put the blush in circles on your face. So I show up to 6th grade in my low-rise bootcut jeans, my Justice shirt, and 2 red clown circles on my cheeks. And my mom shouldn't have let me go to school like that. First of all, like, was she paying attention? Did she have her glasses on? I don't know. But this boy made fun of me, and he was like, I don't know what he said, but it's something about like a clown. He was like, does it dress like a clown day? Like, why do you have clown makeup on? And so I went to the bathroom and like furiously scrubbed it off my face until my whole face was just red. But that seemed better than the clown circles. Last thing I'm gonna do is apply some powder to the underneath of my eyes. I feel like I didn't finish my eyeshadow. Am I wrong? Oh, I started skipping steps. I skipped a step. But you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna go drink. I'm gonna tell you more story. I'm gonna do makeup. More makeup. Okay, I'll be back. I'm back. I got drunk, as I planned to do, and then I accidentally skipped a step. So now I'm gonna go backward to finish my eye makeup, because that's important. And I'll continue my story, light neutral shimmer from middle of eyelid to inner corner. The hell was sober Sam talking about? I have no fucking clue. Shimmer. I'm gonna use this. The other thing is I pick whatever brush speaks to me. Because I don't, Loki, sometimes I don't know what brush to pick. But you know what? Yeah, let's find this like light shimmer. But anyway, back to the story. So I'm in the car with this dude, and I'm just like counting down the minutes till I can be back in my bed, safe and sound. But yeah, he's being gross and weird. I'm still trying to watch The Nun too, even though I've already seen it. There's some jump scare. I'm locked in. I see him out of the corner of my eye reach into the back seat, and I'm already on guard based on like some of the comments he's been making. But he pulls his hand from the back seat, and I finally look over, and he's brought out a vibrator, like a little, I don't know, from Spencer's, like a little pink vibe. I don't think it was in a bag or a box or a contraption of any sort. I think it was just like legging loose in his back seat, which crazy behavior. Sex addict behavior, perhaps. Also unsanitary. And what makes you think, like, even if I was so into you and this date was going super well and I was so horny at the drive-in theater for The Nun 2, I still wouldn't let you use a random sex toy on me. Like, when has that been cleaned? Where did you even get it from? Like, maybe he magically conjured it. Maybe it wasn't in the backseat to begin with. I don't know. But he turns it on, and I'm kind of like, you know when you have that reaction that's like fight, flight, or freeze? I froze, and I'm just like, kind of like staring, and he turns it on and just like presses against my shoulder. And I'm like, man, all hope is lost if that's where men think the clit is. I might as well give up now. But he put it on my shoulder, which I don't know, maybe he's trying to like prove that it worked. He was like, it's good vibration, which like cool, but why are you putting that on my shoulder? And luckily I was wearing clothes, because I would have been disgusted. Because imagine if it was sticky. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. But at that point, I'm like, okay, this guy is like perverted and not like in a normal I'm just a guy way, in like a weird way. I'm like, is this like a trick that he does? I don't understand it at all. But I like knew, and I was just like, I just kind of like stood still for a few seconds, gathered myself, processed, and then I was like, you know what? I just gotta go with this because I'm not gonna be. So I just kind of like made a joke of it, which is usually what I do when I'm uncomfortable. I just like made a little funny quip, and then like eventually he stopped because he realized I wasn't like getting into it. Because who would? I'm sorry, who would? Eventually he drops me back off at home. Yeah, that was that. And obviously most people already know this, but you should not. I'm gonna do my mascara. If you're having a first date in this day and age, no matter like how cool they seem, meet in a public place. Because you want to have the agency to be able to leave whenever you want. So, you know, meet at the restaurant, meet at the ice cream place, meet at the drive-in. Well, don't get into their car. Maybe the point is don't get into people's car. Because that's how they get you to a second location, you know? The dreaded second location. Man, I let him take me to ice cream and then a movie. I did let him take me to a second location. Well, that was bad. I could have ended up on Dateline. Just kidding. I could have taken him. Like I said, he lied about his height. He was short. I could have beat his ass up. But you know, I only use violence in certain circumstances, and luckily that didn't require it. But yeah, he ended up dropping me back off. And I had expressed to him basically like, I don't think this is going anywhere. Fuck, I got mascara on my eyelid. Basically, I felt like I was like pretty clear that, you know, this was kind of going nowhere. Because he just wanted sex, which is fine. But just say that. Just say that like you're looking for a hookup. Like, I just wanted to go on a fun date. Is that wrong? I just wanted to go on a fun date, have a good time, make some memes. But no, he had to be a freak. He had to be a literal freak of nature. He ended up like messaging me a couple days afterward, even though it was very clear to me that this, because I said I wasn't willing to hook up with him, and I told him like that night, but I meant like forever, like never ever. And I expressed that to him, but what? Oh no, guys, my next step is eyeliner. That's gonna be really bad. Sorry, I'm gonna do my thing. I'll be back. What's it like to be drunk? Some might say. I could answer. It feels dizzy. Shit. I can't even do eyeliner sober. So this is not, I don't think this is gonna go well at all. I couldn't figure out eyeliner. So I remember maybe like for a week straight, I looked up how to do eyeliner, and I tried it out, but I don't know if it's my hands are so shaky and my eyes are so sensitive that it just like, it can't happen. The only eyeliner I have is like pretty shitty. But you know, I'm pretty shitty at it anyway, so I don't think it'll make a difference. But back to the original story. Oh, that looks bad. Oh, I did a bad job. Here, let me blend this out really quick. So glam. Okay, back to my story. I had left things with the guy when he dropped me off, basically being like, yeah, this probably isn't going anywhere. But men are so like horny and dumb and can't read social cues. No! I knew I couldn't do eyeliner. Wait, I want to do like a sharp, what's it called? Like a cat's eye? You pencil. Y'all, this is bad. But anyway, so I thought I had made it clear that I wasn't interested. And oh God. He ended up messaging me like a couple days after, probably horny after his nurse and modeling shift, but he was like, what's up? Like, wanna hang out again? And I literally, cause I felt safe, cause I was in my home and I knew he couldn't like, cause I probably wouldn't have been as confident to say this to his face, but I was like, what about our last date made you think I'd wanna go out again? No response after that. But yeah, then after that, I was like, you know what? It's actually really fun being single. And I'm already afraid of men. But now I gotta be worried about them bringing sex toys in their automobile. I don't carry, in my little SUV, I don't have dildos in there to make people uncomfortable with. What is wrong with people? Oh my God. I like eyeliner, but I'm not good at it. Usually my friend does it for me if I'm gonna do it. Honestly, I feel like I did this better drunk than I would have sober. Okay, let's connect the lines. I mean, it still looks like shit, but I could like do that thing where you smudge it and pretend that's on purpose. Oh wait, I have a Q-tip. I can make anything sharp. Here we go. Oh, I fucked that up. As per usual. Amazing. No one's ever done it like me before. Actually, what if this channel was just me doing makeup? It wouldn't be good because I don't know how to do it, clearly. Okay, I'm done with the eyeliner. I think that's the best I can do. But now I'm gonna move on to my contour. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, I meant to be like showing products the whole time, but I got kind of sidetracked by Tequila. So that's my bad. But if you want to know what products I'm using, too bad. Be my friend and ask. Just come over. No, just kidding. Don't come over. Do not come to my town. You guys remember that guy? Anyway. Oh, I should pay attention when I'm contouring. I love contour. Like, maybe it actually doesn't do anything, but in my head, I'm like a shapeshifter. I'm like, I'm a new bitch. I'm a new bitch with this on. Okay. I can't tell if that looks good. It probably doesn't. But let's do blush. And then I'll blend it out afterward. I actually do love this blush. It's by Hourglass. I find that it's like really easy to apply if you have like foundation already on. Because I have another blush. It's the Rare Beauty blush, and I like that. But I'll show you it. I like this one, my Rare Beauty blush. But I feel like it usually goes better over like almost no makeup because it's so creamy. That if I have like foundation on underneath, it kind of like messes with it and starts to, I don't know, it doesn't look as good in my opinion, but I still love that product as well. I love how my story ended and now I'm just talking about makeup as if I know anything about it. Wow, I look fucking insane, but you know what, what's it called when you bake? Not baking like cookies and not baking like drugs, baking like makeup and you're like, you let it sit and then you do something. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let it sit, but really I'm gonna let me sip. So, here we go. Okay. Low-key, I lost count. I think I'm on either shot 5 or 6. And now I can't even put my computer password in. Oh wait, now I can. Okay, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. I should blend this out. That's so important. I feel like I have to burp. I don't usually burp because I don't drink enough, what's it called, carbonated beverages, because I don't really like soda. So it's like only when I drink that I'm like, I feel the urge. It went away. Such a fucking fail. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. And now it's time for lip line. I love how like all the very like technical steps, the stuff that requires a steady hand is like the last thing you do, because now I'm like the most drunk trying to do these steps. First I need lip liner. You know what? This looks good. What color is that? I don't know. I feel like Dora. What color is this? What was your favorite part? Alright, let's go. I'm gonna have a super steady hand, like a surgeon. I basically save lives. Here we go, here we go. Oh! Oh no. Oh, that looks bad. That looks bad. I wonder, I don't know what, like, sometimes what you're supposed to do, because you know how some people, their upper lip, they do kind of like a straight line, and sometimes people do like line the Cupid's bow, but I feel like I go back and forth, like depending on what look I'm doing. Sometimes I'll do like kind of like the straight over, like the over, lined over, plumped look. I did this so fucking bad. I'm like, oh, this looks bad, and then I add more on. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Okay, let's try to fix this. No, I lined them so bad. Oh no. You know what I look like? The lady in Mulan who like yells at Mulan for not being like a proper daughter, proper wife. She's like the one who like is like serving the tea and she's trying to make sure Mulan is like a proper lady. And then she ends up with like the crazy makeup because of the cricket, like the lucky cricket and Mushu or whatever. No, I don't think she even meets Mushu yet. I don't know my Mulan lore. That's so humiliating. Okay, this is about as good as it's gonna get lined. Let's use this, I guess. The color is called Hex, because I put a hex on you. I look insane still. Well, now I know, you know, because typically if I'm going out, I'll do my makeup, then I'll get drunk, then I'll go out. And it's that order for a reason. Because if you do both at the same time, if you get ready and you get drunk at the same time, you'll end up looking something like this, which maybe isn't what you want. But you know what? We've been at this look. I've been watching the Demet Slava video, and it's not her fault that I was doing this drunk. But imagine I went out after this. Honestly, I don't think anybody would care, but I would know that my makeup looks sloppy. Oh no, I look crazy. I look a little insane. Oh yeah, but the story I was telling about the Hinge date, yeah, after that like message I sent being like, what about our last date made you think I'd want to go out again? He didn't message me back, which, you know, that was the first time he read context clues because he certainly didn't read my social cues during the date. Okay, I'm just gonna put, what if I did a last minute, blend it out. You guys seen that movie Blended? Look, that was a funny movie with Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler, and they blend their families. Well, I can't fix my Cupid's bow to save my life. So, that's staying how it is. Setting spray is on. This is the final look. Oh no, I told my middle school clown story and now I do look like a clown. Now I'm too drunk and I can't perceive what things actually look like. So let me know. Let me know if this is a good makeup look. Yeah, this looks really good. Really good. Well, thank you guys for listening to me ramble while I attempted to do a glam look while telling a story. I know I got sidetracked, so apologies. But this is the final look, and it's the best that I could do. So, hope you like it. Love you, bye, like and subscribe.